Hi guys, I actually already filmed this video once because I thought the construction wasn't being that loud, but on the video it sounded like freaking deafening. So I'm doing it again because they just stopped, and I really hope they don't start in the middle of this video. If they do, maybe I'll try to keep filming and edit it out or something, but yeah, I'm really sorry if there's any like extra noise or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out my exact like sound setup. So I'm just gonna give this a try for now, and let me drink some coffee. Today I am back with an Indigo book haul. It's just a mini one, so nothing crazy, and also an August to be read update, just letting you know how far I've made it, what I still have to read, what I've already read. The first book I picked up is Believe Me by J.P. Delaney. If you guys have watched my book recommendation video or my August to be read videos or my intro video, you would know that this is an author that's recently jumped to the top of my favorites. They write such amazing mystery thrillers. The other book they have is actually more of like a psychological thriller, which I really like. This book has to do with this law agency which hires our main character Claire to basically meddle in people's lives. She's meant to go out and find husbands who are not being very loyal to their wives and kind of trap them in some, like a situation they shouldn't be in, and then get a video recording of that. And then the law firm is going to make money obviously from the divorce, or if the wife decides to sue. So Claire's really good at this job. She's very like sneaky and sly. But then they say, listen, this wife was recently murdered. We believe the husband has to do with it. So they basically ask her to hang out with this man and trick him into a confession and get that on recording so he can incriminate himself. And obviously Claire knows she's really sly, knows she's really tricky, so she thinks she's perfect for the job. And that's all we get to find out before reading the book. So I think it's going to get really messy. Something horrible is obviously going to happen. And under the little synopsis, it says here in the corner, but who is the decoy and who is the prey? Which I thought sounded so interesting. And it was $20, which I will not turn down for a book, especially for a book with an author I'm really interested in. So that's the first book I picked up. The next book was gifted to me by my boyfriend's mom, and it's Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Honestly, she is such a big reader, and we have a pretty similar interest in books. And she's given me so many books, which I'm obviously so thankful for. And she always gives me books that I absolutely love. So I'm really excited to check this one out. And as you guys know, I think Paula Hawkins is an awesome writer. She also is the one who wrote The Girl on the Train. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I only know a little tiny bit about this book, and basically what happens is this single mom is found dead at the bottom of a river, and after people find out she's dead, a bunch of her secrets start coming out, and it gets really messy. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. My boyfriend's mom said she really enjoyed it, so I'm sure I will too. The next book I picked up is actually one I kind of picked up in a rush because I definitely want to read it before I watch the movie, and that is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. This book was $15 as part of the sale for the old cover and the new like movie cover. And if you don't know what movie I'm talking about or what this book is, basically what happens is Rachel's boyfriend asks her if she wants to take a trip to Singapore with him to meet his family, and she does, only to find out that they're like insanely filthy rich. And this book kind of deals with what they think of her, how they act towards her and stuff like that. So I thought that would make an awesome movie, but I am a firm believer, by the way, let me know what you think, that books are always better than the movie. I don't think there's ever been a book I've read where the movie was better, but let me know if you think differently. So I'm really excited about that, and I love those books that have this like silky cover, and also her jewelry and sunglasses are reflective, which I think is awesome. I paid attention to those little details, and yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm really excited to read this. Then I picked up two books as a 2 for $15 special that they had going on. The first book is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, which my friend recommended to me, but also I read Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, and I absolutely loved it. She is such a like creative, and she's one of those authors where I'm just like literally bewildered by the her writing style and the ideas she comes up with. A lot like Stephen King. when I read Gone Girl, I was so like just taken away with all the little details and all the twisted and messed up things that happen in that book. And since then, my friend has lent me Dark Places, which is another Gillian Flynn book, and so I thought I should pick this one up and check that out as well. I'm so excited, especially if it's anything like Gone Girl. I know I'm gonna love it. And the second part of that 215 deal is Origin by Dan Brown, which is part of that series featuring Robert Langdon. I talked about that in my book recommendations video. But if you don't know, or if you didn't watch it, Robert Langdon is basically a Harvard symbologist, and previous to this book, he's been called to 2 different murder scenes to help the police investigate. Once a murder that took place in the Louvre in France, and another time a murder of a famous physicist in Italy. So he works with the French police and then with the Italian police, and I actually don't know where this book is set, but I want to just dive into it without knowing too much about it. So there it is. So that was my little book haul. I will obviously be picking up a lot more books in the future because an Indigo is right beside my work, and it's actually on my way home from work and on my way to work, the way it works out. So I'm really bad at not going in there, basically. And the moment I go in, I get sucked up into all these deals. I get sucked into talking to the workers, and they recommend me these new books and these other books and these old books, and they say like, oh, you haven't read that one, you're crazy. So I keep just buying and buying and buying books and spending all my money. And after I drink some coffee, I will give you an update on my August to be read situation. Last time we talked, which was in my to be read video, I let you guys know that I was planning on reading 10 books this month, and seeing as today is the 14th, we're about halfway through, I'm going to be giving you an update on where I am in that 10 book goal. So I finished the first book, which was the 4th Harry Potter. It has 636 pages. When I filmed that video, I was on page 200 and something, so I read about 390-ish pages probably, and yeah, I won't be telling you too much about what I thought of them, because I'm going to save that for my August wrap-up at the end of the month. There was that one. Next, I was like 3/4 through The Girl Before by that same author, J.P. Delaney, and I actually figured out that her spines match, which I love. So I finished this one. It was, spoiler alert, amazing. Then I started and finished. I took the book jacket off because usually I don't like to wrinkle them and stuff, so I'll just take it off when I'm reading the books. And this is The People at Number 9 by Felicity Everett. This is a shorter read, so I actually managed to fly through this in one day. I'll give you guys more of a synopsis and a review in my August to be read wrap-up, as I said. And currently I am about 150 pages into this one, which is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and I'm only like 48 pages into this one. So far I've knocked out 3 books. I've made progress into another 2, so I'm about a third of the way into my goal by now. I am getting a little bit nervous because I have 17 days until the end of the month, and a lot of the books which are still left over are pretty thick, including the one I'm reading right now. Then I have Harry Potter 6, which is Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter 7, which is Deathly Hallows. Those are both also pretty thick. And then the Stephen King one, Lizzie's Story, that I was also planning on reading, is pretty thick as well. And obviously the girl with the dragon tattoo is also thick. So I know that that's a lot of pages to be reading in 17 days. I'm obviously going to do my best. But bottom line, I would like to reach 8 books by the end of this month. So if I can't get 10 read or done or whatever, I'd like to get at least through 8 books. And I probably won't do another update. The next video having to do with this will probably be my wrap. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the construction sound wasn't too loud, and hopefully you couldn't hear it at all. And let me know if you guys checked out any of these books I picked up, or if you want to check them out, or if you want to see a review once I've read them. Let me know what you think about how far I've made it through these August to be read books. Recommend me some books if you want to. And subscribe if you are interested or if you like seeing my face. I'll also have my social media down below. That's usually where I do polls and I ask you guys for recommendations. I give little updates. I posted a story with my indigo bag the other day, and people were like, why did you buy more books? Didn't you just do a haul and stuff? And I'm like, you do not understand. But I'm a book addict. So if you don't want to check out my social media, no worries. Comment down below books, recommendations, video suggestions, thoughts on some of these books, or any other questions you might have for me. I thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have an amazing day.